Alright, Lucas, so we are back with the vet. Just a little update. What's going on?
Okay, so we're through with the Holley system, other than tying a couple of things up on the fender and the body lines. We're about to tune it with the second revision for it, and then we're going to start it and let it warm up and log it during that time so Chris Crawford can edit it. And that should be pretty much it.
From start to finish, what was probably one of the most difficult things on it, on swapping it over?
Getting all the old wiring out of it, because I'm kind of anal about it. I don't like a bunch of extra wires in my cabin. So I went ahead and got rid of those. But tracking all of that down, because they literally ran from that side over there by the fuse box, all the way back here. If you can see right here, I tore the interior out of it to track all the wiring down, and it's been a complete pain in the neck there. We're about to hopefully tune it, and then hopefully we're ready to put a fender on. Well, hopefully we're ready to put a fender on after that. We're probably going to end up having to upgrade the secondary fuel pump too, because I don't think it's big enough.
Okay.
But I have one in the house that is. Just came in today.
What type of power level are we going for this time?
I'm hoping to make 1600 on fuel. So we'll probably need bigger injectors. We're just gonna have to feel it out and see where it goes. Oh yeah, I guess it would help if I plugged that in. It's like, I don't detect any vehicle power, man. See, that's how you know your tuner's getting rusty.
Okay. And then you found a filter, huh?
Yep. Yeah, I didn't want all the dirt going through that $30,000 engine.
So that is a F1X, and that filter is from a what? Is it for an F1X?
It's a modified F1X filter, actually, from ProCharger. We had to cut it off a little bit because it wouldn't fit in between it and the radiator.
Oh, like back here?
Yeah, we trimmed it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like a half inch too long.
But there are options if people are wanting them, right?
That's it. Just start cutting it. Get your hatchet out and start cutting.
Are you a measure twice and cut once type of person, or just go with it?
I'm a that'll do kind of person. Dad, on the other hand, is a measure twice, cut once, gripe about how well it went, and then continue doing what he does.
It's always good to have someone like that on your team.
We're both ex-machinists, so we're kind of anal, but he's like way anal, and that's just the way it is. But you know, that's the fun part of working with my dad. So basically, what we're doing now is we're getting ready to log the car for the tuner, which is not me. So. That's what we're preparing to do now. I got to cycle the key. It'll probably bump start the first time because vets are bad about that after a flash. Fire in the hole. theoretically, we can throw the fender back on it.
Okay.
And it's pretty much ready. I don't see anything wrong with that startup. It's a little lean when it first starts. That's why it popped and banged a little. Pretty typical for E90 to do that. If it's not doing that, it's either that or it's going to long start. I'd rather be a little lean.
Okay.
So.
Question. Where's the chop?
Well, right now we have it setting once it is at idle, it's setting a little bit of richness to it. So we're trying to make the idle as smooth as possible right now. And then once we set everything down, it'll probably chop a bit more. I don't know what cam's in this thing. I don't think it's super aggressive, but that doesn't really bother me as long as it doesn't run out of guts down low.
Is it normal, the little breather?
Just smoke a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even so, when you're not revving or stuff?
So it's vented to atmosphere right now. As it comes up, and right now it hadn't been ran much. It really needs to be run hard so the rings will seat again. And without that, it's the slight bit of smoke doesn't bother me. If it was heavy, could be concerning, but that's probably just fuel vapor, mainly. But I think we can get the power out of it. We're just gonna have to throw more boost at it. If that doesn't work, I got a bottle in the back that'll finish it off if we have
You
to.
didn't take off the nitrous.
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay, yeah. I remember you were like, I'm gonna take off the nitrous. I'm like, no, you're not.
Yeah, so the only thing I'm doing is the whole controller that's in here, all that's going away. We're gonna control it fully through the Holley.
Oh, nice.
So that's one advantage we have over a conventional
PCM?
Yeah.
Is this your first ProCharged car?
Yeah.
What do you think so far?
I like the way the power comes in compared to turbos. It's like the best of both worlds between turbos and roots charged. The way we're going to control boost, yeah, it'll work very similar to a turbo car, which I don't care if they know that. I mean, it's,
okay. Yeah, let's hear it.
It's
what you got? Smartest idea ever.
I don't know about that, but it's on the front up here. You have I would call a boost reservoir before it runs into the air-to-water intercooler. So what I have a friend of mine doing right now is, you can see there's three. These are bypasses. These are not wastegates. They work similar to a wastegate, but they're bypasses. We're gonna have 2 more wastegates in between these two, and then we'll theoretically be able to control. As you can see, the controls are already here. All we got to do is plug them in. So once the gates are here, and so I just had him make a whole new version of this that is actually intercooled as well. So it's going to have this, and it's going to be a little fatter right here, and it'll have water running around that at the same time. So, and then of course we're going to call Kurt with FI interchillers and use his interchiller to cool all of it instead of ice. We'll have the option of putting ice in if like we have an AC failure, but we should never need it. So that's the way I'm looking at it anyway.
That's gonna be awesome. To your knowledge, would that be the first ProCharged setup to have this thing?
They say online that it's extremely hard on ProChargers to wastegate them. We're gonna find out.
Like on the actual head unit?
Yeah. I don't see it being super hard on them. No worse than it would be a turbo, because I mean you're still unloading pressure. So, and that's basically a turbo with a belt on the back.
You're basically slowing down the turbine, right? And then at some point it's just kicking right back on.
Exactly. So what we're going to do is, as the car comes out of traction, let's say we lose traction, it's going to be able to dump up to 5, 6, 10, however we set it, pounds of boost until it gets traction again. Then it'll roll that boost back in, and then you're set. Chris Crawford is pretty smart on that stuff. I'm glad I met him. He's a really good dude. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in today. we'll keep you in the loop on what's going on the Vette, and we'll have some more content coming on that when we get it up and running.